Hey traders, this is Marco. We have Thursday, not Friday. Tomorrow is a holiday. It's Good Friday, and we have another bar by bar for today. It's the 6th of April, and I'm coming to PC always around 7 in the morning, and I drew my first trend channel here. You can see prices are pushing lower strongly here below the EMA and continuing lower. So that shows me some serious bearish momentum. And right now we're looking for shorts. Then we see this bar here coming up, but not really a short because of the size of the bar. And it's also only a first entry short, so we cannot consider this. This would be technically a second entry, but not really, because we made a new low here and we are far below the EMA. So right now, nothing much to do. And you can see markets are opening here. You can always see this on my chart when the background is turning white. And I think we can extend this channel here to a bigger channel. As you know, channels are progressing. You start with smaller channels, mostly after like 3 or 4 bars, and then you see a pullback, and then you check if this pullback is a break or if this pullback is a part of a bigger channel. And I decided that this is a part of a bigger channel because this pullback here is a potential second touch of the channel. Then we have a third touch here, so this downtrend here is confirmed by now. Trending lower here, we are still looking for shorts. The bias is bearish. You can see like we're below the EMA, no real buying power here, and we're trending much lower here. Going lower, we have the break here, a couple legs to a new low. So right now it's hard to say what's going on, but with this strong push lower here, with this bearish bar that pretty much engulfs 1, 2, 3, like 4 bars, I'm still looking for shorts. I know that this move downwards here is not finished yet, so we're waiting. So maybe there's even a bigger structure here in play, like this. Maybe we can draw it like this. So that could be like a spike and channel. Playing this for now, extending this a bit, and we see a potential break here, and that's also a second entry short. Excuse me, the thing about this bar here, it's finishing so far below the EMA that I'm not sure if we can consider this short. It's a second entry short. You have the new low here, first entry, pull back, second entry, nice bearish bar. So if you think that this bar is according to your risk parameters, it has 10 ticks, then you can take this setup. I will mark this as a second entry short. And prices go lower here. Depending on what your target is, you would be out of the trade already. This has here like 1.75 ticks. Going lower here. So maybe there's even a bigger channel in play if you do it like this. And you can see we have another second entry short here. Prices made in low here. First entry, pull back. Second entry, it's right at the EMA, but now I like the parameter of this bar. It has only 7 ticks. So I really like taking a short here. Second entry short. The stop loss must be 1 tick above this bar here, because this is the last swing, and prices would trigger you into the trade, and going lower here, and you would be out of the trade by now. And what I can see here, there is some support coming up here. You can see prices were testing this level a couple of times now. So taking a short here would be enough space to take this short here. And we're bouncing off this level here for the third time, but I'm not ready yet to take a long because we had a break, and yeah, now a new low is not in play. You can see this is like one tick above this low here. So I'm not really sure about taking longs yet. And whenever we are not sure, we are skipping or waiting. Prices push above the EMA here. Let's see the reaction. Okay, coming back and continuing higher here. So it looks like that there will be no further retest, because this push above the EMA, it's very strong, it's very bullish. And we are checking now what happens at the EMA. Whenever you see like some behavior like this, check the reaction of prices at the EMA. Is there some resistance? Is there some support? And we can see here there is some support, and this is also a second entry long. We have the new high here. First entry, pull back, second entry long, and this bar finished almost perfect. You can see on my chart here are like 2 ticks off. I know some people that had a perfect bar here. Greetings to Taylor. And I really like taking a long here, because you can see prices were breaking this channel and finding some support here, then pushing strongly above the EMA, coming back, another push higher, and then another pullback at the EMA. You can see the support of the EMA here. So this structure here could be played out by now. And with this strong pushes, you can see the size of the bars here, the size of the bull bars. Before, you only saw like smaller bull bars, smaller corrections. You can see the sizes here, small bars, and then suddenly the buyers are coming in. You can see a very strong buying power and a pullback to the EMA. We have a nice second entry long here. We'll mark this trade as a second entry long. And prices go higher here. So with a better bar, you can definitely taking this long here. Even with this bar, you can consider. Personally, I skipped it because you know me, I like perfect signal bars. Yeah, some of you had the better bar here, and I know that some of you took this trade. So congrats on that. I couldn't take it with this bar. But there was enough space to the highs here, so this trade is definitely okay to take. Pushing higher again, you can see the support of the EMA. Now we cannot even pull back to the EMA. Prices are flying above the EMA here, and I think it's time to draw a channel. You can see prices are fitting inside this channel neatly. There are some touches here. There's also some touch here on the top side, and this looks congestive right now. So I'm drawing this mini range here. Prices go sideways, maybe a bit further here. And we have a breakout out of this range, but also a mini trend line working lower here. Like this. That could be a potential failed break lower, but I don't like that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bear bars in a row. Usually failed breakouts I like when you have this range here and prices break out, and like at the second or max third bar there is a pullback, like this candle just on this bar here back inside the range. With this like mini shorter term downtrend working lower, I don't like to take a long back inside the range, because first I would like to see a break of the shorter term channel and a new low. We're breaking here now. That could be considered as a new low, but still this is congestion now. It's like 4 bars are stacked up and we're going sideways, so maybe there's another range here. I can draw this. Let me zoom in here a bit so you can see it a bit better. some confirmations of this support here, of this range support. Extending this. And there is a potential breakout out of this range. But we made a new high here. You can see it's not confirmed yet that the range high is here. And also there could be a shorter term channel working higher. Coming back, breaking the shorter term channel here and making a new high and forming this very strong bearish bar back inside the range. This is what I told you about. Like here we have the shorter term channel working higher, break new high, and then this strong bearish bar here that engulfs pretty much this last two bull bars. This is a strong sign for me that most breakouts fail, and I like this short setup here. Also, it's a second entry short. Normally or usually you are not looking for second entries within ranges, but if they appear in the right context, then of course this is like a little bonus. And yeah, we can mark this here as second entry short plus failed break higher. Look at this perfect bearish bar. This is a trade that I took live, so I know the outcome of this trade. You can see this very strong push lower here. So many traders saw it the same way. There were a lot of sellers waiting here at this level. They were waiting that prices are coming back inside this range here and entering the shorts with me together. And also the buyers that were buying here all the time in, they see that prices cannot go higher here and selling their buy orders, so taking profits. And all this together is like adding up so much fuel that prices are kicking off lower here. Also the buyers that were entering these trades here, taking a long here and joining and scaling up here, seeing that prices are reversing dramatically and taking them all out in one candle. So all these factors caused this very explosive move lower, still inside this range and going lower here. Maybe I can even extend it like this, then the lows are fitting here. And we are trending lower. And whenever you see some very strong pushes slicing through the EMA on continuing the move lower, then be aware that potentially a retest of this uptrend will not happen anymore. And all the buyers that were hoping for that realized it here and were quitting their positions. So the sellers are selling him even more, and you can see prices are taking off. The same game as we had before here with the bull bars, we have now with the bear bars. Look at the size of this bear bars. It's like very strong and decided, going lower here. First break of this channel, always drawing the shorter term channels. Break new high, no entry, nothing here. This is a lower high, but I don't like this wick here on the bottom. Really, I would like to see, let's say, if you cut this wick here, then maybe considering a short here, but with this wick, I'm not so sure about this. We still wait for retest of the lows from this trend channel here. Now we have a failed second entry long. You can see this new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. We are ticking above the EMA. All the long buyers that were entering here are about to get stopped because you can see the strong bull bar here. So people that are entering here that want to see a retest of the shorter term channel here, getting into the order, and prices are reversing here. And you can be sure that they're having their stops one tick below this last swing. So if prices are pushing lower here, then you have a nice failure. So you can consider entering here, but I can also understand if you told me that this is some congestion here, that you are not sure selling this, and I can fully understand. So if you consider this trade, then it's an aggressive trade, and also it's finishing far below the EMA. It has only 9 ticks, so in average it's an okayish bar. I would like to see it a bit smaller, like more like 4 or 5 ticks ideally, but of course that's not happening so many times recently. So yeah, aggressive trade here. I think 4 ticks would have worked here, and this is a lower high here below the EMA. Hard decision really. You can see prices are pushing lower here, bouncing back, pushing lower, bouncing back, finding one more time resistance at the EMA, but this is so stacked up. It's a hard decision. 6 ticks. I think I cannot take it. I can understand if you take it, maybe your parameters and your entry rules are different, but yeah, it's congestive here. We moved already quite a bit. We still wait for the retest of the lows of this channel here, so I think I cannot take this trade. Pushing lower here and another rejection of the EMA, but this is getting too crazy right now, because see how many times we are pulling back and barely make it like below. So I cannot take any setup right now here. Also, we have some support coming up here. You can see prices just bounced here. We didn't make a new low here, by the way, and we're pushing higher here. Strong pushes above the EMA. So pretty much what we had here. So maybe there's a potential uptrend coming. You can see the size of the bull bars trending higher here. Cannot even pull back to the EMA. Now we're getting close to the highs that were made here. So there are potentially some short sellers waiting at this level here. But we are inside this shorter term uptrend channel here. Maybe I can draw it like this. So really I cannot like blindly short this, not after this strong bullish bars here. And also you can see some support coming up. Prices were bouncing at this level. So shorting this without a break, I think it's too early here. This is a lower high now with the first break, but you can see it for sure. We are in some range now, and this is the middle of the range, so cannot take any trades in the middle of the range. Now this is potentially a triple test, but yeah, it's like really sideways and it's also the first break, so we could push higher a bit and then pull back. So cannot take this happening here. First break pushing higher. This is an inside bar. I don't like inside bars. Had some discussion with you guys I think yesterday about inside bars, and really this inside bar is not like strong enough for me to consider a short here. And we are moving within this range. Unfortunately, no lower high here, and we're still pushing higher. Look at this. We're staying inside this little range. Maybe we can even extend this, but then I don't like it too much. I think I will leave it like this now. Strong bearish bar though. So at some point with a couple pushes higher, you will see that prices are exhausting and that it's not going higher but correcting, but this is still congestive here, and we don't know what's going on. Making now like a couple legs to a new high, so this uptrend here could be played out by now, and you can see prices are finding some support here at the EMA. We cannot break this EMA, and whenever we are touching it, there are some strong reactions. Look at this. We're pulling back, strong bull bar, pulling back, strong bull bar. So right now I still don't want to take any shorts because this looks way too bullish for me. Instead, I'm trying it with this spike and channel structure here. Wow, look at this. We're pushing much higher here, making another new high. So maybe this spike and channel is not right. Maybe we have to make like a wider one, like this. Let's play it with this one here. This is very strong bullish. So right now I really have no clue what's going on. We're just pushing higher and higher. This would be a hidden second entry long, but we're flying above the EMA. We would like to see a pullback to the key entry point, which is the EMA here. Is not happening. But there must be a channel in play. So maybe it's like this. We can try it with this channel here. But the midline is not looking too well here. But this seems to be fine for now. Let's see. Pushing higher. Wow, look at this buying power. We are not pulling back to the EMA. This is so strong, bullish here. And unfortunately, no trades. There's not a chance to enter this trade. If you found this uptrend channel here earlier, then you can consider this here right of the key entry point. The key entry point is the channel line, but consider it's above the EMA. So that would be for sure a risky trade, an aggressive trade. This channel looks about right. Going sideways here, drawing my range, and this is already live price action, pulling back to the EMA and to the key entry point. Maybe we can get a second entry here. No, it's taking off, and we cannot still not participate in this up movement here. So yeah, not too much price action for today. You can see I'm zooming out a bit. We had this strong push lower here, spike and channel structure. Then this trade we were speaking about, this bar is huge. So maybe if you drop a limit order, few ticks back here, you would get filled and you would be out of the trade for sure. If you taking a short at this low here, consider there must be enough space to the last lows that were made. So that's the only contra here for this taking this trade is the size of the bar, and it's moving far below the EMA. But I like that it's bouncing off the EMA and the key entry point. Then we are finding some support, breaking this channel. Nice second entry short, 7 tick bar. I was speaking about the setup, making a retest of the lows, then taking higher here. Amazing second entry long, not on my chart, but like you get the idea. If this bar finished a bit better without the wick, for example, then a very nice second entry long after this strong push above. Then going high here, breaking this channel. Retest did not happen, but we had a failed breakout out of this range, coming back and taking another attempt, making a new high. So this channel here played out and forming this spike and channel structure and going higher from here. So yeah, it's Thursday. Tomorrow there's no trading day. And I wish you a great holiday, and I hope you had a great trading week. And please check out our website, toppicktrading.com, if you want to learn this on a very detailed level, how to read the charts, how to find entries. Then check out our course. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and speak to you next week.